Sophie from Scentable.
Of this woman. Maybe the first rule of lying is if you lie, you got to keep your story straight. Now, let me just say, do I think that William sent Sophie as an op or either converted her to an op to take down Harry to steal Scentable? Absolutely. What is my biggest piece of evidence? Sussex Squad. Exhibit everything. The same way that Kate and William handled Kate's cancer, the Frankenstein film, the AI digital, all this stuff, is the same way they're handling this mess with Sophie. Sophie's story keeps changing left and right. They literally just did an article in, I think, what is it, page 6 of the New York Post about this. You know that they are very much, it's page 6. Page 6 is very much anti-Meghan. The royal family loves planting stories. What's the latest story? I just got to read this. Rude Meghan Markle never liked African charity chair at the center of Prince Harry drama. And I said, first you said that it was misogynoir and racist and that Harry was a part of it. Then you changed your story to say that you tried to meet with Harry to talk about the rude, misogynoir things that were happening, but Harry refused. So by saying that, you're admitting that Harry had nothing to do with the supposed harassment and bullying. Then you're mad that Meghan, you had no idea Meghan was going to be there, but you admit that you invited Meghan. You said you had no idea Meghan was going to be there, and Meghan being there would have been a distraction. And you thought that her presence would throw everything off. So if she was going to be there, there would have to be a lot of coordination, right? So Meghan never even told you, but then we found out you invited Meghan. Second of all, which is Sophie's giving a jilted lover. I feel like she felt like she was Harry's work wife. And if you look at the videos of Meghan and Harry and that girl on the stage, she literally tried to stand next to Harry, only Meghan was next to Harry and scooted over and made room for her, and she couldn't figure out a way to stand next to Harry. But we'll get into that later, right? I'll put the video on repeat if I have it. We'll get into that later. The whole point of the matter also that I thought this was so weird is, so now you were mad that Meghan was even there. Then we found out you invited her. Then you're like, well, I'm mad that she never confirmed, but it's a polo match. Why would you? Meghan has been in every Scentable event. She's been in every Scentable polo match even before you even existed on that board. Why would you not think polo a sport that wives and husbands join in and girlfriends stuff? Why would you not believe that she would be there? But it's not over, because then while she was there, you said that she created a spectacle and had to take up all the attention and have all eyes on her. And now there's a new report saying that Meghan was rude to you because you tried to take her around to meet people, but she refused. Yo, let's get into this. Never mind the fact that after Meghan left, there was this hit piece in the Daily Mail, which I 100% believe that Sophie commissioned. And now you're trying to say that that hit piece came out. And Harry was like, can you say something? Because they're like, this is very bad press for Scentable. And I am the biggest donor. I am the founder. I am the biggest patron. Can you please clear this up? Because this is very bad. And Sophie refused to. But listen to this, because this is the part that gets me. A rude Meghan Markle reportedly never liked Dr. Sophie. She's not a real doctor. She is a lawyer. A lawyer is a Juris Doctorate. Nobody puts doctor in front of a lawyer. It's esquire or barrister. But she's really dragging this, right? Never liked Sophie as the Scentable charity chair's feud with Prince rages on. The issues that have unraveled after the Duke of Sussex, this is New York, page 6, so you know it's a little biased, but just bear with me. Abruptly resigned from the charity he co-founded, all reportedly began with the Duchess of Sussex. They said the problem, though, started with Meghan. Meghan doesn't like Sophie. Does Meghan really even give a second thought to Sophie? She is busy making rainbow fruit plates and selling out like flowers and going into homework. Meghan is not thinking about Sophie. And I get it. When I look at the video, I now think the issue is Sophie felt like she was Harry's work wife, because it's giving jilted lover. Basically like, how dare you choose Meghan over me? It's his wife. Anyway, right? Also, I feel like, anyway, right? They said that An insider claimed Meghan refused to mingle at the charity's Royal Salute Polo Challenge, which was held in Florida in April 2024, and instead drank champagne with pal Serena Williams. Meghan, first of all, first of all, you said that you didn't want Meghan around. You said that it distracted, that you didn't want Scentable to become the Sussexes. But now we find out that you wanted to parade Meghan around like a show pony because you knew what a big get it was and you wanted to do that. And Meghan, because she knows the media is always looking for excuses to talk trash about her, was like, no, I'm not really here to work. I don't want to take the shine away from Harry. I just want to focus on the game. And I'm with my pal and we're drinking champagne. The fact that at one point she says, who's Meghan? You're not a part of Scentable. Why are you here? But now you're mad that Meghan isn't mingling like you're her boss and she's the employee. How would you get mad that a guest does not want to be shown around? What, Sophie, the lies keep changing. Pick a lane. Anyway, they said last week she claimed in an interview that Meghan and Serena showed up unannounced to the polo event after previously informing event organizers she would not attend. First of all, it was a polo event. And Meghan could have got a ticket to come. It wasn't sold out. So who are you to tell Harry that his wife can or cannot come? And if Meghan and Serena wanted to quietly buy a ticket and surprise Harry, who cares? This isn't a board meeting. This isn't a day in the office. It is a celebrity charity polo event. They said she wanted to take her around to introduce her to other people, but Meghan didn't want to mingle or engage with those supporting the event. Does she work for Scentable? Is she required to? I thought you said that you didn't want Meghan around. You didn't want to turn it into the Sussex show. Remember that? When you had Ian Williams' right-hand man sitting on the side of you on Sky News looking like your handler? Again, this is giving Thomas Markle. This is giving Will and Kate. This is giving just like his show. But there's more. She went off to the tent. Sophie found it rude. Staff working that day were asked to get champagne for Meghan. They were scrambling around. Scentable and Archwell staff were both having to do that. Scentable was not happy about this at all. You mean to tell me at a charity polo match where all they do is drink champagne, you mean to tell me that there was no champagne to be had at a polo match, a celebrity polo match? And she walked in, and you mean to tell me that you were offended that you didn't let her, she didn't let you treat her like you were her boss? What? Yeah. Anyway, they said additionally, Meghan had an awkward interaction with Sophie at the polo match. That's when Meghan said to her, would you want to stand here? Because Meghan and Harry were attached to the hip, and Meghan wanted to stand next to her husband, and Harry wanted to stand next to Meghan. And this Sophie, again, I think she's mad about this whole work wife. Okay, anyway. Listen. Meghan said, you want to come over here? Sophie went and didn't even change her position. She tried to cut in Meghan and stand with Harry. But even on top of that, girl, the fact that Meghan put you in the center, which is a position of honor because you are the heart of Scentable, but you were just pressed to be next to Harry, even though you said that you didn't want Scentable to be the Sussex show. William and them are absolutely horrible. Listen, they said due to the media frenzy surrounding Meghan and that interaction, which I do think she now leaked it to the Daily Mail, Harry said, yo, can you defend my wife? She said, I wouldn't, not because I didn't care about the Duchess, but because I knew that what would happen if I did so, number one. Number two, because we cannot be an extension of the Sussex. Y'all, Sophie is a liar. And I'm glad the Charity Commission is getting involved, and I'm glad her lies are going to be exposed. William, try again. Harry is not letting this go. Baby, you can say goodbye to those last 6 hairs you have on top of your head, because Harry is definitely not letting this go. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.